Welcome back.
Welcome back to the
so
Free Heaven podcast.
Jesus.
Bit fucking Jesus. Jesus fucking Christ, man. How slow was that?
Hello.
Jimmy.
Right, hang on. Let's see this delay.
Hello, my name is Adam Claydon, and I am delayed.
Hello. Say
Hello,
yes
Adam.
when you hear this.
Yes.
That's a massive delay.
In an episode that is plagued with Wi-Fi issues, three boys have somehow come together to finish an episode. It's taken a fucking month. I'm so sorry, guys. Hi, it's Adam here, if you couldn't tell by that shitty intro, with the boys JJ Harding and Joshua Aiken. This week we're talking about movie tie-ins. We talk about our favourite of the past, the Lego series primarily, and we hypothesise some potential ones in the future. There's a double whammy today, so stay tuned for some kinky shit later on. See you later, guys.
Boys, we were going to talk about movies, right?
Yep.
And video games we'd like to see as movies. But Adam said in the chat the other day that he was playing Shadow of the Colossus. And Josh replied with, "Oh, great game." And I was like, "Oh my god, we've all played the Shadow of the Colossus remake on the PS4.
And we all kind of enjoyed it. Yes.
So, do you guys want to chat about that? And maybe chat about bosses?
Let's just have a free chat about whatever we want to talk about, I think.
A free for all.
I have actually made some notes about some sort of stuff.
Okay. You know, you've got notes. You've got notes. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off with the movies.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, if you're listening.
Good afternoon, Mr. Claydon.
Oh, do you remember that at school?
A ghost.
A ghost. Yeah, school was great fun. What was your favourite hymn you sung at school? I liked Shine.
What was
Got
my
the
favourite hymn?
whole world in his hands.
That was good,
He's got
that's good.
the whole world.
World
And
and his pants.
He's got the whole world.
In his. I liked. I used to like. Give me oil in my lamp, keep me praising. Give me oil in my lamp, I pray. When we sang, we had this teacher, right? And when we sang Sing Hosanna, right?
Yeah.
There's a lyric in it that goes, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. And then and the second part goes, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King. And that's it, right?
Okay, so are you teaching us? Are we going to have to respond and sing it back? Is that what this is?
You can do if you like. But basically, whenever there would always be some kid that would say "of Kings" a second time, and we were in one assembly, and the teacher was not having any of it, and every time she'd make us like start the verse again. And some idiot would just be like,
Fucking Johnny.
second time, and she'd go, no, start again. She was called Mrs. Wybrow. She was crazy, man.
What a fucking name.
She used to wear flip-flops in the winter and furry boots in the summer.
Why, brow? Why? Obviously, your school system is slightly different, Joshua, but we had the year 6, the prestige of being in year 6 and being allowed to sit on that bench in the assemblies.
Oh, yeah.
I have fucking no idea what year 6 is. I have no...
Year 6 is like your year... I like when you're like 10, 11.
So, like...
Like your age is 10, 11.
Is year 6 primary school?
It's the final year of primary school when you do your SATs in England.
Our final year of primary school was called primary 7.
Ah,
So
cool.
it's the 7th year of primary school.
Yeah. So that did you have that prestige of being able to sit at the bench at the back of the room?
Yeah, I remember that. That was fucking good. It's fucking awesome.
Love it. What was your favourite game you played in PE? I used to love bench ball.
Ah, fucking bench ball was class. Dodgeball was good.
Bench ball. Oh, is that what you got? Oh, dodgeball.
Well, no, bench ball is like there's...
What's bench ball?
it's like netball. You can only pass. You can pass it when you stand still, but you got to try and get your ball to the other person on the bench. If you get it onto the bench, you join them on the bench, and then it's the first team to get rid of all of their players wins.
Oh yeah, I remember something like that. Yeah, I remember that.
Ever play Kirby?
Kirby, yeah, but that was like a street game.
Fucking love Kirby. Street games.
Street game.
On the street.
Street eat games. It's in the game.
Yeah, street games. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
Hey, street. It's in the street.
FIFA Street. You play it on street.
Yeah, I was never a fan of FIFA Street. Really, it's just a bit.
What? Oh, so what? It's a bit different. Did FIFA try to do something different and you didn't like it?
It was too urban for Adam.
No, but I play FIFA because I want to play football. I don't want to play. Look at me, I'm in the favela. I want to be at Wembley. I want to be at fucking New Camp.
Sorry.
I'm gonna sack this off. I'm gonna turn my hotspot off. I'm gonna just watch the snooker. I don't care anymore. You dropping your coke?
Care anymore.
Adam's a bit of a conundrum because you like empty.
Did you call her? What? He called you there, Adam. A fucking conundrum.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But it's fine.
Yeah, but you know.
Pourquoi?
I mean, I'm a bit similar, but you're in a different way. It's like you love musical theatre and you're a dancer and you're a gamer, but also you're mad into your football.
Yeah.
And you're watching the snooker championships, babe.
He's also a passionate lover
and single.
I'm a very passionate lover. No, I just like what I like, you know. And single ladies.
You've been brainwashed, JJ, by stereotypes.
I haven't. I'm at the gym 6 times a week. I don't know anybody who plays more games than me.
He can't like football. He likes to dance.
Yeah, but I don't know anyone who plays games either.
Some bloody poofter on my call.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But like, my dad took me to the football when I was young, so I got into that. Like, I played games with my brother, so we got into that. I danced and pranced around because that's fun. Like, I'm pretty open to most experiences, you know. That's why I'm currently living in the north of England.
Ah, but you're still not up here in the true north.
Yeah, I know. It was the first day I was here. I sat out because I thought I'm gonna fucking brave this. I sat out in shorts and a shirt with short sleeves, and I braved it for a little bit until I got to the point where I was so cold that my boss had to give me his coat.
You poncy southern boy.
Yeah, I know. Namby-pamby southerner coming up here.
Hey man, Jim Gordon gave Batman his coat. That's all I'm saying.
That's all you're saying. Anyway, so we've gone off on a tangent there. I'm looking at my table right now. I've got 2 packets of Compede. What can we do with that? Is there any content there?
Them long Blackpool expeditions.
Adam, you're a dirty northerner from
dirty
from Somerset. Cornwall's the true southwest.
Have you seen the Inbetweeners? The Inbetweeners movie where they go to, was it Greece or whatever, and Neil's just fingering this old lady, and she goes, "Don't worry,
spunk on me bastard tits.
Kitty don't bite. Kitty's been fed."
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's awful. Absolutely awful.
I liked it when
Kitty don't bite.
Oh, what was his name? Not Jay. The one with the hair. The one with the hair.
Simon,
yeah. Simon has his driving test. That older woman like starts feeling the inside of his leg, and she's like, "Don't worry," and he's like,
But let's move on. Okay, so movies, series, movie tie-ins in video game. Okay, we've discussed this a bit before. I think we said this was probably series 1, but the King Kong game is pretty good. A lot of the Lord of the Rings reenactments in video game are pretty good as well. Any more spring to mind?
Oh, so you want? Oh, some of the Shrek games were very good back in the day.
Oh yeah, there was some fucking great Shrek games. They're kind of like beat 'em ups.
There was like a fighting one, wasn't there, with like objects?
Yeah.
It was kind of like a Power Stone, but not. There's also a Wallace and Gromit one of those.
The Wallace and Gromit one was fucking great.
Oh, mate, freaking fantastic.
Does anyone remember that Scooby-Doo game where you were in like a haunted mansion for the PS2?
Yeah, I played that on PC though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I played it on PC as well. I didn't play it on PS2. It was on one of those like floppy disks.
Yeah.
I think the best company to do these. I think you need to distinguish between: are you trying to make a video game that is an exact reenactment of a film, or do you want to have a game that's in the world of that film? So, for example, like Star Wars does it quite well with Battlefront, the Jedi Fallen Order as well. It's not following the story itself in any of the movies, but they diverge and they sort of sit in that world. Whereas the Lego Star Wars are reenacting and retelling the story in a Lego way.
Yeah, but it's in like a goofy kind of fashion, which I freaking love some of the Lego games.
I think it entirely depends on the strength of the world. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't do like a game where it was like I'm trying to think of an example of like good films, but the world isn't that interesting, kind of thing.
Fight Club.
Yeah, okay, yeah, like a Fight Club game.
Oh, that could make a pretty good fighting game, actually.
Holby City.
Yeah, Holby City. I don't want to play a game when I'm just cutting about Holby City. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck.
To be fair, there's one episode of Holby City where someone got stuck in a bin lorry and got crushed to death. Maybe you have to escape that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
I know, it's bad, isn't it?
Oh my god. Oh my god, Lois, that is just morbidly obese.
I found you shallow and pedantic.
I find you pallow and shidantic.
Sorry, what are your favourite Lego games then?
Oh, favourite Lego games? Oh, that's a good question.
Hi, Dom.
Hi, Dom. Yeah. The Lego Lord of the Rings game I thought wasn't bad, actually.
No.
But it's not as strong as, like, the Lego Harry Potter games, which are really funny. Really funny. I played them with my mum.
Oh no, you're wrong, man. Lego Indiana Jones. Lego Indiana Jones is the sole reason I got fat.
Oh, Lego Indiana Jones. Yeah, underrated.
Sole reason I got fat, I spent a whole summer indoors playing it. Trying to 100% it. Got really fat.
All that vitamin D you missed out on.
This is when it first came out. This is when the Xbox 360 first came out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it free with my 360. The Indiana Jones game.
Yeah, so did I, and then I was playing that and just getting fat and greasy.
The Lego Star Wars games are absolute classics. I mean, the PS2. Come on. So good.
I used to like save up all my coins. I think if you for the original trilogy, if you play the first level, you can like rack up so many coins and so many of the little coins. Like you do it like 4 times in a row, and then you could eventually like afford to buy like a Ghost Yoda or like a Ghost Obi-Wan, and that was like the top tier characters you could have. It was so much fun.
Yeah, and they didn't take any damage, did they?
Not from either from physical. I can't remember. It was one way. They did take damage, but not in the same way that a normal character would.
Yeah.
Do you know what was an underrated Lego game?
Batman.
What?
Yeah, the Batman one where you could play as the villains as well, where there was like 2 campaigns. That was such a fucking solid game, man.
I played that on the PSP. Underrated console. Freaking hell, that thing was amazing.
That game was a solid like 9 out of 10. Like, it was fun to play. There was 2 campaigns where you could play as the villain and shit. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, you could play as like Clayface and, well, I mean, you could play as all the Batman villains. Even Man-Bat you could play as.
Yeah.
That was freaking weird.
I actually got Lego Star Wars for the PS2. I might go and fling it on after this.
It's good, isn't it?
Mate. You got to play it couch co-op though. That's the only way to play it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've got 2 controllers.
He could just play one in each hand.
Yeah.
Now I'm older and clearly a professional gamer.
Talking about Lego Batman, I didn't watch it fully. I tried to watch Suicide Squad for the first time the other day, and
Oh, it sucks.
fucking, I mean, the first half an hour
cool.
is just this backstory, this backstory, this backstory, this person's backstory. I don't give a shit. Like, I just turned it off. I didn't care.
Oh, mate, I thought the ending was just poor. Hey, Harley. I don't know why, but suddenly at the end, bloody Will Smith just turns into Patrick Warburton for some reason.
So much of it just didn't make sense.
It's just weird. It just wasn't good.
They just didn't have enough money and enough funding to have a film for each character, so they just put it all into one.
I don't really get. I mean, I'll have to ask Dom, but I don't get what the new one is. Is it a reboot or?
I don't care.
But with some of the same actors?
It's like it's a soft reboot. It's a soft reboot set in the same. I'm sure it's set in the same universe.
Oh.
It feels like a kind of like, from what I'm led to believe, it's kind of like a meta reboot where they're kind of addressing the fact that there was a film and it was shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they're kind of Deadpool in it.
it gives me that vibe, I think, but I might be wrong.
Because Joel Kinnaman's still in it, who is just one of the sexiest men on earth.
100%.
He's the guy from Altered Carbon
Yeah, Altered Carbon, yeah.
and RoboCop.
Is he Rick Flag or something? Is that his name in it?
Something like that.
Something American.
To me, he's Takeshi Kovacs.
That first series was excellent. I fucking loved it. It was daring. It was dark. It was scintillating.
What do you think about the second series?
I didn't care. I just stopped watching.
It's fucking brutal, man. I love it. It's so good. Joel Kinnaman was just absolutely amazing. It was really existential. And then the second series took a bit of a weird direction. Like, I like Anthony Mackie as an actor, but I just didn't feel the same way. Like, because I didn't
recognize Joel
Falcon.
Kinnaman in Suicide Squad until you said that, because he's not as built as he is in Altered Carbon. He's more like a scrawny like grunt.
He's lean. Yeah, he's lean.
leaner,
He's still
yeah.
muscly. He's just
of course.
He's just quite lean.
Yeah.
Look at me defending Joel Kinnaman's gains.
Is he built in Altered Carbon?
Mate, like, he's got a really nice figure in Altered Carbon.
Or really nice taut buttocks?
Because, like, there's a couple sex scenes as well, and, like, the person he does it with is very nice. He's very nice. It's all
very nice. All of it's quite nice.
It's all quite nice.
So, what would you like to see that hasn't been done yet? Like, is there a TV series or a movie that you think would relate quite nicely to video game, or the other like opposite one that you think just please don't do it, You're glad they haven't done it.
They tried 2 Avatar games, which weren't that good.
One was good. One was really good, I thought. See,
You
the
reckon?
one that was like you could choose whether we were on the side of the humans or the Na'vi.
No, I'm on about Legend of Aang, but you carry on.
The other Avatar.
the good Avatar.
I was in the Blue Planet as well.
I was in the Blue Planet Avatar. There's a really, really good PS2 overlooked Avatar movie tie-in game that's like Avatar as in the James Cameron film.
I've heard this is supposed to be quite good.
Surprisingly really good. Like, you can choose whether you want to side with the humans or the Na'vi, and it's a whole campaign. It's fucking pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to side with the Na'vi, haven't you?
I didn't realise there was Last Airbender games. I know that they made one in Dreams, but I didn't know.
Yeah, there's so much on Dreams though.
There's so much on Dreams, yeah. No, yeah, they did. They weren't great, but you said, Josh, when you said, oh, the first one was all right, when I thought you were talking about the Avatar Legend of Aang, I was like, oh, actually, the Legend of Aang one was good. The Legend of Korra game is not that good. But they could work really well as video games if maybe you weren't the Avatar and there was factions and, you know...
What kind of game is it? Is it like a...
It's like a Dynasty Warriors kind of thing.
Right, I see. They're releasing a tabletop RPG set in the Avatar universe.
They are, yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, you can be any of the 4 benders, but I'm sure you can't. They've said you can't be the Avatar on it.
Yeah, because you'd be like so OP.
Because plus everyone would want to be the Avatar. You can also just be a non-bender as well if you want.
I imagine it'll probably be like a Pokemon thing of like it's like a rock paper scissors kind of mechanic, you know.
I would assume so. Yeah.
I want fully fledged, fully realised combat.
Yeah.
I want them to invent a D40.
But lava is 90% water according to Josh. So I'm not sure if he understands how they work.
A lot of water bending pisses me off.
Why though?
Because so much is water based. So much of the world is water based. Yet they still carry those stupid wee fucking bottles of water around with them because they're like, oh man, if I've got no water around, I can't bend. There's water everywhere.
Some waterbenders can bend water in the clouds, bend the water in your blood. Some of them bend water in plants.
Some can. Pisses me off. Water bending is portrayed. It's like the weakest one because it's the only one you can't do just like anywhere. Like not like any bender of any of the other three elements can bend anywhere, basically. But a waterbender, unless they're like really good at waterbending, can't. That pisses me off.
I find it funny when you've got like the rows and rows of them, and they're all getting it out of their little packet.
the little fucking camel pack.
Yeah, the little camel pack of water. Oh, it's so good though.
I like the women who had water arms. I like that in Korra.
Yeah, that was very cool. I think Korra is freaking great. People who don't like Korra are wrong.
Do you know what I think? The first like 3 or 4 episodes of Korra are quite slow. After that, it's great.
Yeah, I would agree there.
After like the first half of season 1 is really good. You get really invested.
It's a tough act to follow though, because Legend of Aang is just so ridiculously good.
The thing is, they don't try. I don't feel that they try and follow it though, because thematically it's a lot more mature. Like it's a lot more thematically mature and different. I feel.
Yeah, I feel
a lot of people don't like that because they wanted something that was like the same thing.
Yeah,
you know
a bit. It's cheeky.
It's
a
like
bit
Harry
silly.
Potter, isn't it? Like Harry Potter kind of grew with its audience. Like the first book you read is a children's novel, and the last book you read is pretty much an adult book. And there's that weird sex bit with Ron and Hermione.
Yeah. I remember my dad read me we discussed this before, the Deathly Hallows one, and it was just some bits, like, having read it since, I was like, why did you read me that as a kid?
What's wrong with you?
Dad, what are you doing? So I was thinking, like big franchises, not so much movies, more series. Like, my favourite program is probably Breaking Bad, but I don't want to see a game of that. Unless it was like a silly game where you're just like making blue stuff and selling it, or like it's like
you're in the van collecting like meth crystals.
Yeah. But I prefer it as like a phone app rather than an actual game. Like, it would be a bit of fun on the train. Do you know what I mean? But I was thinking, like, so Game of Thrones is epic, but
it has a game. It has 2 games.
Yeah, there's a couple of games.
It has an RPG, and it also has a Telltale game, which I've played and didn't really enjoy. I do have to admit.
There's one as well. What's it called? Rain, whatever the phone one. It's kind of like a text adventure type thing.
Yeah, and I don't play mobile games.
Fucking elitist.
Oh, look at me!
I really don't. I've literally never enjoyed a mobile game, except for the Game Boy emulator I have on my phone.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
I'm about to buy my first ever Steam game tonight.
Ooh.
What have you been playing?
I'm buying Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Because you get any tabletop game on it. So like D&D's on it, chess, all that shit. I can just play it with my homeboys.
That'd be sick, man.
It's basically like Roll20, but in like a Steam game for like £8,
Yeah.
and it's got loads of free miniatures. It's quite cool.
Shall we chat about the video game movies that are actually coming up? Mortal Kombat is out next week on Amazon, streaming on Amazon. I think you have to pay for it, but I'm freaking there for it. Have you seen the trailer?
I've not seen the trailer, no.
It looks so fucking good.
Oh, mate, it looks like a superhero movie or something. It looks freaking great. It looks like a Marvel film.
But with blood and guts.
I didn't see any Johnny Cash in the trailer, and I'm quite upset about that. Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I was like, what? Johnny Cash?
Cage.
I saw Jax. Jax gets his arms ripped off, doesn't he? Goro looks amazing.
Johnny Cash was never in Mortal Kombat.
Johnny Cash in Mortal Kombat. Playing his country and western.
I hurt myself today,
Cash.
but I'm gonna hurt you worse.
I'm gonna punch you in the stomach and rip out your lungs.
Yeah.
I hear the pain a coming.
Here comes the pain train, choo choo choo.
Was that a fucking random Johnny Cash Simpsons cameo?
Is there?
There's so many random Simpsons cameos, though. I lose track of them.
He's you know the episode where Homer eats the chili and he hallucinates?
Yes.
Johnny Cash is the fox he speaks to.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. I need to find my soulmate. Oh, so funny. Yeah, we got that movie coming up. Tom Holland. It's supposed to be a young Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie.
Oh, apparently that's already came out as shit. Like,
What?
He's came out and said he was shit. He's already came out and said, "Oh, I was shitting that."
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really upsetting.
Mark Wahlberg's in it though. He'll steal the show. Mark Wahlberg is Sully. What a fucking interesting casting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I
Yeah,
like
let's
Mark
See, when you
Wahlberg,
see him
though.
with a mustache, I can see it though.
Yeah.
See, when you see him with a tash, I can totally see it.
He'll need to cover up though because he's quite buff, isn't he?
Yeah, give me what I want. My fan casting of an Uncharted film. Nathan Fillion as Drake and Tom Hanks as Sully.
Oh, okay. We're going for casting. Borderlands film. Handsome Jack is literally based off an interview with Nathan Fillion.
There you go.
They still haven't announced who Handsome Jack is. They've announced, what's he called? A comedian as Roland.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. They've announced him as Roland.
Jack Black as Claptrap.
Jack Black
Oh,
as
man,
Claptrap.
he's funny.
We got,
That's a strange casting.
God, what's she called? Freaky Friday.
Not Lindsay Lohan, the other one.
The other one.
I know exactly who you mean.
Phoebe!
Her mum in it.
Baby!
Yeah, the mum in it.
Mumming it.
The mumming it. I'm mumming it like that. Oh God, what's her name? Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis as Tannis. And we've also got...
Tennis?
Okay, so they still haven't announced who Handsome Jack is going to be.
Did they announce Lilith? Am I making that up?
Yeah, Kate Blanchett, I think.
That was it. Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. Yeah, but who do you want? I mean, a lot of people are saying Glenn Howerton would be freaking amazing.
Oh, he'd be a fucking great Handsome
Glenn
Jack.
Howerton. Just have the whole cast. Danny DeVito as Claptrap, then.
No, Danny DeVito as Marcus, as the gun salesman. Marcus, you're freaking spot on.
You wanna buy some guns?
Oh, fuck yeah. Did you see the fan casting of Fantastic Four? It was
Yeah.
Mac as Reed Richards, fucking D as Mrs. Fantastic, whatever the fuck her name is.
Mrs.
Charlie
Fantastic.
as the Human Torch, Frank as the Thing, and Dennis as Doctor Doom.
Oh, nice.
I'd watch that movie.
I'd
I'd
watch that
watch
movie.
that iteration of the Fantastic Four. That'd be fucking great.
So funny. So is there any video game you'd like to see as a movie? I would like to see The Last of Us. I know they're making a series, I think, but
Yeah.
I'd probably prefer to see it as a film because it basically was a film.
I'm interested in seeing what the series is like. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be enjoyable. Like, I think it'll be like, I know, like, you know what the story is and you know what's going to happen, so there's not much I think that would surprise me in it, and that's what I
Yeah.
want them to do, is surprise me, and it's not going to. But I think it'll be, like, good to watch. But good performances, I reckon.
I'd like to see a second World of Warcraft movie. I gotta say it.
Big Travis Fimmel.
Yeah, I thought the first one was freaking brilliant. I don't even play Warcraft, and I thought it was great. Phoebe played it, so the whole time she was just nerdgasming, like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a bit when, you know, where the mage guy goes to see, like, that magic circle, and there's a moment where he, like, explodes with, like, an energy, and there's a moment when he's green, and then there's a moment when it's gold. He literally levels up in the film. It's freaking hilarious.
That's fucking class.
Oh, and just the whole Gul'dan, and, you know, when he slides under his legs and he chops that. Oh, So freaking cool. But yeah, I wouldn't like to see God of War as a film.
I think I would like to see it as a film, but the recent rendition of it.
I think it would be good. I think it'd be good. I think it would destroy what it means as a video game. Do you know what I mean?
I get you. Because it would become about the film if they did it well.
That's why Red Dead doesn't need to be redone, because it was so perfect in its time. And
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
you don't need to redo it in a... I actually think most fucking remakes, like films of video games, are pretty poor, because you're emotionally connected to that story in that moment, and it's because you're playing it, it's because you're going along with it. Like, I was thinking playing... I'll probably go back to this, but playing Shadow of the Colossus like the last couple of days, and I'll do like a couple of Colossi an evening, maybe. I'll do a couple of them. But it's so epic, it's so fucking brilliant that
I'm surprised they don't make more films out of games that like don't have very much of a plot. Like, they love to go for like films and TV shows of games that already have an established plot. Things like XCOM. There's not
give it to you.
like it's just turn-based combat, but like, see if you took that world, but it's like, oh man, there's this alien race that have slaved the world, and there's like a human resistance. Like, run with that and just call it XCOM.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys watch that Halo? Do you remember there was a Halo thing, and it was like loads of, I guess, short 20-minute episodes and it was all in different animation styles.
Oh, do you want to know something cool? A fun fact?
Yeah, go on.
The film District 9.
Yes.
That was originally supposed to be a Halo film. That started production as a Halo film, and you know what's left over? See, when you look at the guns the soldiers carry, they're the same model as the battle rifle in Halo, just painted over.
Whoa, that's crazy.
It started life as a Halo film, and then it got scrapped, and they were like, well, we've got all this shit, let's just make another film.
Whoa. That's freaking epic. The Witcher, fantastic series. Of course, it's based off the book, so it's kind of a separate thing to the games completely, I would say.
The TV show is good.
The TV show is freaking amazing. It's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, isn't it? You can kind of just put it on, because each episode's a different arc.
I love Buffy.
Castlevania series, again.
The final season's coming out soon.
I know. Oh, dude, the last one was so good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really horny, the last one, wasn't it? It was very odd.
Oh, has anyone watched Invincible on Amazon Prime
No,
yet?
I need to, though. And I'm going to watch
It's
it.
really fucking good.
I haven't even watched Falcon yet, though.
I've not caught up on all of that.
Oh, Dragon's Dogma series is pretty good. It's a lot of English accents, which I quite enjoy.
yeah, you said that you don't like the Americans in a historical context.
I give it 3 years and we'll have a Call of Duty film.
I want Soap and Price doing bits.
Yeah, I think if it's like a fantasy cowboy, sure, or if it's set in like a colonial period, great. But I don't know. It just sounds jarring. It just sounds odd. Especially like what's that Nicolas Cage movie where
oh my god, Season of the Witch.
Season of the Witch.
That's my, like, you know, you have like your favourite shit movies.
Yeah.
They're Templar Knights. I'm sure there's a fucking bit where Ron Perlman has a cigar as like a fucking Templar Knight.
Mate, all the heroes in that film are American and everybody else is British.
Makes no sense, does it?
It's so strange.
It's fucking they're meant to be English knights as well. It's funny as fuck.
It's bizarre.
He lives in Somerset, you know that?
Does he?
He lives like 10 minutes down the road from me. Nicolas Cage. It's the weirdest thing. He lives near like Bruton.
Wow. Have you ever seen him?
No, I haven't, but he goes to restaurants and the pubs there and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a weird one. I saw a film with him in a couple of months ago called The Sound of Color, or The Color of something. Color of Space. It's basically him. They move into this brand new house, and there's some sort of alien shit going on, and it's just another display, another performance by Nicolas Cage that you think, how this man is in like 3 films a year and has been for the last 20 years. He must have so much money, and they still ask him to be in these shit B movies he's just in B movies all the time. National Treasure was all right, to be fair.
Do you know, see the thing, they paid him like 10 million to do a Superman film, and they never did it, and they still paid him.
Wow. That's crazy.
There's like photos of him in a full Superman costume for a movie. They paid him like 10 million, and then they never made the film and still paid him.
Shit. Oh my god. He probably has like an agent that says like, yeah, but you'll pay him whether it releases or not. He was so good in Spider-Verse, wasn't he? Spider-Man is a great franchise that transfers to video games very well. Very well.
I think it's because he's got the way he explores the terrain as well.
Yeah, 100%, Adam.
Oh, I'm so far behind. Just ignore whatever I say.
It's all right. But it feels like we're winding down to an end anyway.
It feels like we're coming to an end.
To be fair,
I feel like you guys finished about 5 minutes beforehand, and I'm just catching up right now.
Josh, what video game do you want to see as a movie? Let's end on that. What video game do you want to see as a movie?
What video game do I want to see as a movie? I want to see. Immediately, my mind goes to Leisure Suite Larry, but a serious answer. I'd like to see. I mean, I'm going to play it now that it's free again. But Horizon Zero Dawn is a movie, probably.
I feel like we should talk about it now that it's free again as well. I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm going to download it and actually play it the full way through this time.
It is really good. Like, it's not slow at all, Josh. Honestly,
I got reasonably far into it. I think what put me off is I was just really overwhelmed by it at a point, and I was like, "There's too much going on."
I know what you mean. I get what you mean.
I'm not playing it.
Adam, what video game do you want to see as a movie?
We didn't talk about Tomb Raider. I'm not going to talk about that. But we could have talked about that. Those are quite good. The films are shit. The games are great. What would I like to see? Do you know what?
Angelina Jolie ones are okay. The new one is okay.
Yeah, it's just okay. But I don't feel a need to have my favorite games made into films. I don't need, or my favorite series or my favorite movies made into games, because I think them separate is good enough. Like, as I said, just playing Shadow of the Colossus, it makes sense on its own. I wouldn't really want to see it as a film. Some franchises go quite well, like, I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Films are okay, and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games are okay. I quite like if they have that idea and they can play on it. I feel like you can play with it more in game than you can in movie, because you're quite constricted to an hour and a half, 2 hours of content. Whereas in a game, you can play with it, and you can with the whole like tree of like decisions changing the outcomes and stuff. You can have so much more fun. I think just the developers just have good fun, and we will enjoy the game. Don't worry about selling out and making a movie that's going to be shit, because a lot of them are. Just do your bits, and we will play it, and we will be talking about it at some point.
Wise words.
After watching the Sonic the Hedgehog film, I want to see a similar comedy Crash Bandicoot movie. I think it'd be really funny.
Okay, that would be fun.
Like a Tasmanian devil kind of character.
With Jack
weird.
Black dressed up as Crash. So it's just him, basically the costume.
Jack Black painted orange.
Please.
Have you seen that thing? It's like they want to make Home Alone, a remake of Home Alone, but just have the same guy just as a 39-year-old playing the 8-year-old, but no one comments on it. Be the funniest thing.
Oh, please, that'd be so funny. All right, Adam, do you want to send us off? Considering you're behind.
Yeah, I'll send us off. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. I don't know how this is going to come out and how it's going to sound. I don't know when this is going to come out either, because the thought of even trying to edit this is just horrible. So, whenever this comes out, much love to everyone. Follow our Instagram and socials. I will try and sort my Wi-Fi out for next time we record. I'm living in the middle of a field, so
we're
that's
most
why.
active on Instagram. We always reply to a DM.
Exactly, and much love to everyone. If this is the end of Series 3, boys, you're beautiful, and audience members, you are lovely. I don't know.
It's the end of Season 3.
I don't know. I don't know.
We are making a longer series. We can't have this as the last episode.
It is now.
I feel like this is the most fitting last episode.
No. It's not the last episode. No, not having it. It ain't right.
This is the most hamstrung thing I've ever done in my life.
We're carrying on with season 3. Jesus.
Cheers, motherfuckers. Goodbye.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Signing off.
Zaitien. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Bro You Haven't podcast. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Bro You Haven't Pod for updates on future episodes and more. If you like this week's episode, you can catch our other episodes on Spotify, Acast, and YouTube. On behalf of myself, Adam, and Josh, have a lovely week. Goodbye.